we got a teaching moment right here. This is a sampler quilt. It looks like it was made by a bunch of different people. Generally, when that happens, the blocks are all different sizes, they're different fullnesses. And here's the teaching moment right here. All of these are gonna flip up underneath my foot on my sewing machine. So what I need to do is I've got to glue those down. So what's gonna happen first is I'm trying to get everything pressed really good. It looks like this border was added, wrong side up. Go look at my borders video on the YouTube, and that'll help. That'll help y'all with borders. We won't have fullness and borders no more. Especially when they're long like this and they're added like after the fact. Always put the largest piece next to the feed dogs. Okay, so enough of that. Let me show you what we do. Now let's just pretend you're a long armor and you get one of these that's gonna get stuck in your foot if we don't do something about it. I'm moving my tripod because I want to be able to show you up close what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is these. Look right here. Now, where's the camera on this thing? Okay. I'm trying, y'all. Okay. Here. Right here. See how those are 3D? Do you see that? I've only found one way to fix this. So if I don't get them stabilized, what'll happen is my hopping foot is gonna make a mess out of that star. It's a pretty star. It's a sunshine. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. So here's how we're gonna fix this, okay? Bear with me with the tripod. I'm working, trying to help. Okay. I think now you can see me real good. So because these are really short, like really short pieces, what I'm gonna do, this is Elmer's school glue. Now make sure it's coming out a dot at a time. So a dot at a time, I'm just gonna try and smear that on just a little bit to hold this down, each little leg of the star. And it'll hold it down just long enough for me to get this quilted. That's all I care about. After that, the washing machine will wash it out because it's made for kids, right? So again, I'm just putting a couple of dots on here to get it down. Another glue stick, I like the glue sticks as well, but for this, I don't think I can get this glue stick to work for me. So I'm using this as an alternative. And when my hopper foot goes over this block, I will pay special attention and look, do my best to make sure it doesn't flip it back. Because just one leg of this sun being flipped back is gonna look like, yeah, a mess. I don't want that for my customer. I want it to look really good because whoever made this block worked really hard on it. So again, just pushing this back, pushing these down. Once I get all the glue placed, I'm gonna put my iron on it and that will dry the glue really fast. In the meantime, this is how we do it. Now this quilt has sampler blocks all the way through. Looks like it was made by a group of ladies. I need to, well, okay, I get this one. I don't want to miss any of these because once it's on my table, I don't have a hard surface to push down. Now, if you're seeing this video, you're on my YouTube, and that's where I put my training videos for other long armors, because y'all, there's enough quilts for everybody. We don't need to be stingy about it. You know, if you lose a customer, don't worry. There's another one right behind that. Oh, I got a little too much on that. So. Got a little too much on that one, so I don't like it to seep out from under. I want it to be absolutely under there. 2 seconds ago, I couldn't get anything to come out of this nozzle, and now it's all everywhere. Okay. That's good. This side. Now, the first time this thing is washed, this will be gone. All this glue will be gone. That's one block. I'm pretty sure, I think there's 2 blocks on this particular quilt. And because I don't want my iron to get all ooky, I'm gonna just put this piece of paper right here. That's just a paper towel. I don't want any glue to wind up on my iron, is why I'm doing this. I do have a pressing sheet, but it's not nearby. Okay. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. That block, I'm gonna throw that away so I'm not messed up with it. I've got embroidery. See this embroidery here? I've got gobs of threads. This quilt had threads everywhere. I've already went completely over the back of the quilt. And this is my last press over the top. And again, I'm looking for open seams. I'm looking, that was my iron got caught up in the tripod. Looking for open seams. Like, look at these guys. Look at that, right? Like, seriously? I went over this half a few minutes ago when I was pressing this half of the quilt, because my table's not quite long enough for the entire quilt to lay on. But so now okay, so because this is bigger pieces, I trust this glue stick a lot. I've got open seams in here, see those? So I'm going to get those first, and then I'm going to come back and do the others. Okay. Get those folds glued. I just wish it was sharper, you know? I'm sure there's a trick for making it sharp, but it would probably waste half the glue stick. Now these are holding down fine. I'm going to use my machine that's over there, the one that has the spoon foot on it, because I think it'll glide over it pretty good with no issues. When I first found this to be a problem, I was working on a quilt last week, and I'm like, what the heck, how am I gonna, and it was a flange binding last week, and that really blew me away. So I did some research and I found out what the issue was, and these little glue sticks works great. They work good. And this is, yeah, the second minor defense. Doesn't take very much. Another issue with this quilt is we have they tore the edge here instead of cutting, they tore it, which is, you know, a lot of people do because they just don't have the place to cut long straight borders like that. So that's okay. Starch is your friend. So spray the starch. You might have to do it a couple of times. Spray water, whatever it takes to get that flat. The other thing that's a problem is this block is all 45s. It's on the bias is what I'm trying to say. So starch will also straighten that up. And now I'm going back over this block, the one that I put the glue on. And I'm trying to get this bias to straighten up. Usually starch or just water will make it straighten up. Okay? So, look for this one. I'm ready to go ahead and quilt this. And I will be adding binding to this quilt, and I will show you the pictures. I mean, this is a beautiful quilt. It is really pretty. I've seen a lot of signatures on the blocks, like this one. Look at that one. Right? There's a signature right here. And this block has a signature. So I expect a whole bunch of ladies put this together. Big quilt too. It's really, really long, so it has a pillow tuck. This quilt is 80 by 109. Good size quilt. Belongs to a lady from Stanton. I don't say names of my customers. Just for their privacy, right? All right, y'all.